Good morning, YTPC. Billy Piper Mike here. It is Saturday, May 29th. It is rainy. It's 48 degrees. It's only going up to 50. So it's cold. It's raining like a SOB. Not the start to the Memorial Day weekend that most people were hoping for. And unfortunately, it's supposed to be like this today and tomorrow. I think it's supposed to clear up a little bit on Monday, but it's raining pretty good. And yeah. On my way up to Lancaster Archery this morning. Gonna get set up with a complete brand new bow, compound bow. Lancaster Archery is the industry leader pretty much in the world for archery, and it just happens to be in my backyard about an hour away. People drive from, I was watching a video the other day, people drove like 6 hours to go there. And then they have it's called the Lancaster Archery, or the Lancaster Classic. It's an archery competition from people from around the world. Sweden, Italy, Denmark, Jerusalem. I mean, people compete. It's almost like a world championship. And they all fly in, or they all come into Mannheim, PA, which is, if it wasn't for Lancaster Archery, nobody would be going to Mannheim, Pennsylvania. But yeah, so I'm headed up there. I'm going to get a complete new bow set up. I'm completely new to archery. Something I've been thinking about doing for a while, and I finally decided to pull the trigger. I have a bunch of buddies that hunt, and that's part of the reason why I'm going to get into it. But also for the hobby part of it, shooting targets and breeding targets, stuff like that, indoor targets. So should be pretty cool. Anyway, this morning I am smoking my behemoth, as I've dubbed it, my Castello Group G C-Rock vent billiard, fumed. It's this thing's awesome. I love it. It's a nice big pipe, super comfortable. For the size of it, it's not crazy heavy. Literally pack like probably a friggin' half a tin in there. It's pretty beefy, pretty deep. It's got 2-inch chamber depth. And in it today, I'm smoking some one of my top vapors, LJ Peretti's London Flake. which I don't know how I just never got into the LJ Peretti blends. I mean, I have so many other blends, and it's a small brick and mortar, but I know I've talked about them before, but this is hands down one of my top 3 Virginia Barriques. To me, it tastes like Solani 633. Obviously, is my favorite. This tastes a lot like. That's the reason why I like the Yeneman Flake from HU. Very similar. It's got that sweetness to it. It's like that perfect blend of Barriques, Barrique and Virginia. Stuck behind a person driving 10 miles an hour. Because God forbid it rains. It's always great when you're driving behind somebody and it's raining and they act like it's snowing. You're like, come on, people. This is a 1-lane windy road. You can't pass. Or you're running a few minutes behind schedule. Isn't that always the way it happens? Yeah, you leave early for something like I normally do. Just couldn't get out the house this morning. My body wouldn't let me. Hint, hint. And you get stuck behind somebody and you're like, ugh. You leave early, you cruise right up. You're running late and you're like stuck behind a slug boat. Anyway. Yeah, the London Flake is just a really, really good Virginia Barrique. It's not too, it's not spicy. It's more on the sweeter end with a little bit of that sour Barrique, the stewed fruit, plummy, raisiny, figgy type of flavor, which is like I've said before, that's what I get from vapors. I think like Cabby's mixture really is one of the only vapors I get like spice from. This is easily an all-day smoke. This is one of those blends where, when I don't know what to smoke and I can't make a decision, I could always just reach for this and know I'll be fine. I packed in my pipe bag, I packed some Sutler 507C because that's another no-brainer. And then I packed the tin of, I just got the 8-state Burley, the new small batch release from Cornell and Deal. I smoked a bowl of it last night, and I wasn't too impressed with it. Right off the bat, it tasted like the Red Hunt with some Burley and like a chocolate topping. It's like Burley's, Virginia's, some Orientals, and maybe some Barrique. There's something else in there. Maybe a couple different types of Virginias. But yeah, it tastes very, it smoked kind of hot. It was one of those, honestly, it's like a lot of the C&D blends anymore. It's like, I liked it. I didn't love it. It was okay. it didn't knock my socks off. So I'm gonna give that another shot. What I might do is on the way home from here, I might do a little review on that. I'll pack a bowl and I might post 2 videos in one day. What does the world come to? So yeah, it was alright. I've kind of been underwhelmed with the Windjammer. Didn't really do a lot for me. I'm not a huge rum topping type of guy though, so I had reservations about that from the beginning. Even though that GLPs is still Cornell and Deal. But yeah, I mean, I really only have, I think opening night is really the only Cornell and Deal blend that I really, that I cellar. Like the Smoking Pipes 20th anniversary XX Dark Flake, that was good. Both those flakes were really good. So I enjoyed them for sure. The Carolina Red, that's a good blend. Sun Bear, that's definitely a really good blend too. So there are some sandy ones that I like. But for the majority of it, they have a lot of good blends, but personally, in my palate, not a lot of great blends, which is surprising considering they have 200 plus blends. It's kind of crazy how many blends they have, and I feel like that might be part of the reason. I feel like Cornell and Deal, what they kind of do is they just produce everything. It's oh, we mixed this, and it's there's a lot of blends that are just the same blend but a little bit different proportions, or the exact same blend minus this or added that, and they just kind of throw everything out and go, yeah, that's a blend, this is a blend, that's a blend, and it's yeah, instead of putting out a crap ton of blends, why don't you just refine those blends and make them better, make them great, I should say. But I digress. What are you gonna do? It's so good. It really is. If you're a vapor lover, this has to be a blend you just stockpile. Yeah, the first time I got it, I ordered a couple ounces. The second time I got it, I ordered 8 ounces. Third time I got it, I got a pound. And yeah, I mean, I'll never order it in anything less than a pound. It's just a phenomenal blend. It's so good. Plus, you get it comes in that cool paint can from LJ Peretti, which is just awesome by itself. Tasty, so smooth. I've been smoking a lot of the Boston slices too. And you know what? The other one that I didn't, for some reason, I overlooked it or I didn't see it, was the I think it's St. James Flake from LJ Peretti. I think that's supposed to be a real good vapor. The next time I order, I'm gonna pick up some of that for sure. But anyway, guys, I'm gonna bore you with an hour-long video, which I could probably just sit here and talk to you guys while I'm driving for that long. I hope everybody has a great weekend, holiday weekend if you're here in the States. I did learn that Canada does not have Memorial Day. They have Victoria Day, which is similar, which I think might have been last week. I watched this other random channel. I think it's Camping with Steve. The guy's name's Steve. He does all these, like, what's he call them? He does all these, like, little, like, he camps like all the time, like overnight, little, like let's like camping in shady spots where, like, you're not supposed to camp. He's a riot, but he bought a school bus and he camps out of that. He does all kinds of stuff. He camps in when it's like 40 below. He does all that. It's really cool. But he was saying how when he did a video posted the other day, and how everybody camps for Victoria Day. He was like, everybody's cleared out now. It's like the last week it was packed. I was talking to my buddy Steve, who was telling me his family history of his family's service to this country. You know, his grandfather was in Iwo Jima. I think his father and uncle were in Vietnam, and then him and his sister were in the Navy during the Cold War era. His nephew, they lost his nephew, and his nephew paid the ultimate sacrifice in Fallujah. Just a military family, something to be very proud of. Something I admire greatly, and I've said it a lot. It's one of my biggest regrets in life is not serving. You know, and I know everything happens for a reason, and I'm where I am today because of the decisions I made, and I wouldn't change them for the world. But I do wish, you know, I had tossed around the idea of enlisting out of high school. And I have friends that were in the military, that are in the military. So yeah, it's just something. I always wonder, well, you know, how my life would have turned out, which way it would have gone had I gone through the military. And it's a complete hypothetical, because, you know, I wouldn't be where I am today, that's for sure, and I'm perfectly happy with where I am today. But I admire people that serve our country. And like I said in my previous video, you know, our country needs to do a better job of helping veterans, giving to veterans, because they've done a lot for us, whether we appreciate it or not. It's undeniable. And there's a lot of veterans there's homeless vets, there's vets that struggle from PTSD, from physical injuries, TBIs, traumatic brain injuries, just all the stuff that they've gone through. And once they get home and they transition to a civilian, they tend to be forgotten about. So it's something that it's just not right. Anyway, I'm gonna hang it up for right now, and I'll get back on with you when I'm on my way home. I'll give you a little bit of a insight into what I think about that 8th Burley. So have a good day, guys. Talk to you soon. Remember, the left planets are passing, especially today because I'm on a road trip. See you.